morning, YouTubies. How's it going? Oh, it's part of the check. I was like, what in the world? How you guys doing? Good, I hope. It is freaking cold today. Mother Nature decided to flip the weather on us. It was warm and now it's freeze your booty cold. So, I am so tired today. Today's just going to be a talking video. I'm going to munch on some crunch and munch while I'm sitting here, and I got some cream soda. So just going to be a snack and chat video. But I'm tired because yesterday was a long day. We had to leave the house at 5 a.m. We didn't get home until 7:40 p.m. because he had to go over to, we live in Warsaw, but he had to go all the way over to Independence, I think it was. I think it was Independence. Either Independence or Lee Summit, or to Kansas City, to the research hospital. So you have blood work done, EKG, ultrasound. There's a couple other things. I don't remember what all was done. Because next Monday, he is finally having his triple bypass heart surgery. Oh my God, I'm so nervous and scared about that. Oh my God. Hang on. I eat this real quick. Gotta have a second to calm my butt. So yeah, on the 27th, on Monday, he's going to be having his triple bypass surgery, finally. We're going to drive from home over to Kansas City. We was going to get somebody to drive. We was either going to get my dad to drive us over or have our neighbor to drive us over. Dad's driving is scary. I mean, like, terrifying scary. You literally want to, if you're sitting in the back seat, you want to close your eyes. You either go to sleep or just close your eyes so you don't see what's coming. If there's an accident, it's going to be happening. That's how scary his driving is. Not even joking. It's terrifying. Or we're going to pay our neighbor to drive us over. But problem is, he would charge us $100 each way. And a little costly for us right now. So, since there's nobody else to drive us, Emily's planning on driving us to Kansas City on the day of his surgery. And then when he's released from the hospital, plan on driving home. It's like, okay, because I don't have my license or anything yet to drive. So, but I'm thinking about before he goes to the hospital, probably do it tomorrow. Thinking about going and get my learner's permit. I don't know how long a learner's permit is good for. I don't know if it's a couple weeks or a couple months. I'm not sure. But figured that way, just in case I need to drive this big tank. I'm intimidated by driving this thing. I've only ever pulled this van out of the driveway and repositioned it in the different spot in the driveway. That's all I've ever done. So I'm intimidated by driving this big van. But if I have to, then by golly, I will. That's why I'm going to get my learner's permit for in case I need to actually drive home. He's planning on driving, but for that way, in case I need to take over. And then once we get him home and everything, after he's released, I can start actually studying more for my actual driver's test, which that's going to be hard for me because I am horrible at tests. Most tests I've ever taken, I failed, at least the first couple times, especially in driving. That means any test, like in school or anything like that. Science test, math test, any test. But particularly driver's test. So I'm not good at tests in general. I get nervous and all the studying that I've done will go right out the window. So, but anyway, so gotta go over the 27th. Gotta be at the hospital at 6 a.m. So we're gonna have to leave the house probably at 3:30 a.m. When we get over there, I'm pretty sure they'll let me go in while they're getting him prepped and everything. So I'll be able to stay in the prep room probably. And gave him a kiss and a hug and everything before they wheel him into the surgery. And then for there, I guess he'll have the surgery and then be in ICU for, I think they said a day or two. So I'll be camping out in the van to sleep and stuff. If I get too cold, I'll probably go inside occasionally. But my plan is to stay out here in the van for those first 2 days. Then once he's actually moved to a room up on the cardiac floor, then I'll go in and be able to stay with him. Ain't gonna be like last time when they wheeled him away from me. He was in the Clinton hospital because he thought he had COVID at the time. So he went to the hospital. And next thing I knew, they was wheeling him away in the bed to take him to Research Hospital way over in Kansas City. That was traumatizing. I ain't going through that again. The only reason I didn't go over to the Research Hospital to be with him sooner when he was in the hospital, because for one thing, I didn't think he was going to be in the hospital that long. He was in for 2 weeks. Didn't think he was going to be in the hospital that long. And because my dad's driving is terrifying. So I didn't want Dad to drive me over there. I was scared. Like, really scared. Because his driving's, particularly on the highway, is like, So that's the reason he was in the hospital for the first week by himself. And I was at home. That was horrible. That was, I'll never do that again. So that's why this time, if he goes, I'm camping out. I have to either camp out in the van or I have to camp out in the lobby. I'm being there and being close by. Nobody's going to stop me. So yeah, I went and bought me a suitcase the other night on wheels, the little rollers, so I can have all my stuff that I need for a week or two. I don't know how long it'll be. I have everything with me. So the girl here's a little more prepared this time. I'm going to be there and nobody's going to stop me. My parents find out that I'm planning on camping out in the van, they'll have a hissy fit. It's like, oh well. It was my life. I'm staying with him. Or as close as I can be while he's in ICU. So I'm so nervous about him having the surgery, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I'm calmer now than I was when I initially got the phone call letting us know the date of when the surgery is going to be. That was when that day and the day after, was when my anxiety was like, whoo, through the roof. I'm sure it's going to be through the roof when he has to go to the hospital on the 27th also. Can't talk now. But yeah. And he's planning on driving home. He's stubborn. He figures they got to game up a couple times a day. He's at the hospital anyway, so he's figuring he can drive it. And he's tough. He's always, when they have had to dilate his eyes for different things, his eyes don't stay dilated like most people's for a long period of time. He's over it and he's driving. When he fell and hurt his leg recently, he was still driving with it. He thinks he cracked it, but we didn't never go to the hospital or anything to have it checked out. But he think it was cracked, but it's better now. Same with his wrist. It's mostly healed up now. Usually it takes most people about 6 to 8 weeks to heal up. His is healed up in mostly 4. So I think this is going to be a little bit different, but there's no talking him out of it. So I was like, okay, if he thinks he can do it, then I'm going to stand behind him and let him. Because I figure he knows his body better than I do. I mean, granted, he doesn't know what things are going to be like till he actually has that surgery. So, but as a backup, I'm going to have my learner's permit just in case things don't go quite as what he thinks they're going to go. So, but I figured, in my opinion, it's better to back him and let him do what he thinks he can do than be negative and discourage him. Because if I do that, that's just going to, in my opinion, discourage him on other things and possibly prolong his progress. If I encourage him to do what he can do or he thinks he can do, let him push his limits. And if he reaches his limits and he can't drive after he reaches too much pain or whatever, then I'll take over and do the driving myself. So the way I see it, it's much better to be positive and encourage somebody to do something than be a negative Nancy and say, oh, you can't do that, no. And that gets in somebody's head. At least it does with mine. When people have been negative with me, it gets in your head, and then you start dwelling on things, and it just causes more problems, the way I see it. So, but like I said, as that backup, I'm going to go ahead and get my learner's permit, because you never know, And I need to get my learner's permit so I can start progressing to getting my license and everything anyways. So, it was cloudy today. It wasn't as bad earlier. It was cool earlier, but not as cloudy. And now it's actually cold and really cloudy. So I'm gonna have to go to the store after a while and get some Crunch and Munch to put in my bag before we go to the hospital. I got a whole slew of snacks I'm gonna be snacking on the whole week. I'm not gonna really have a whole lot of money for food. I'm gonna order a pizza before we go over there, a cheese pizza, and munch on that for like the first night. It should be fine out here in the cold, but if I don't eat it all at once. But from there I got snacks like crackers and Crunch and Munch. Got some summer sausage and some crackers. Got some beef jerky. things like that. Little stuff to snack. Oh, candy. I got some candies, which I don't really need the candy, but every once in a while I want a little bit. So, but that way I have some stuff to munch on the week or 2 weeks that he's in there. If he's going to be in there for 2 weeks, of course, I'll probably have to order something else. You know, probably order another cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza or something like that. So, yeah. I love Crunch and Munch. I think it's one of my new favorite snacks. Something I got for the salty side of things. Got some pretzels. So I'm thinking I don't got anything to drink yet to take with me. I think what I'll do is for that, I think what I'm planning on doing is taking my water bottle and get so those little flavored drinks that have like flavored Skittle flavors and flavored Nerd flavors, things like that, to take with, or even get some Tang take with me. That way I have some different types of drinks. So, and that'll help me drink more water too, because I need to stay hydrated. So yeah, if you guys could just keep us in thought and prayer and send us lots of positive well wishes. We need it. This is going to be tough. It's going to be really tough when getting him home too. I know this is going to sound really weird, but for like when we get him home, I have some giant pillows and I got the pillowcases to them at home. Gonna get a couple of bungee cords to bungee the cord, the pillows around his chest when he gets home, because just in case the cats walk on him, at least that will pad his chest and everything, where he's had the incisions and everything. I didn't know how else to protect him from the cats, because I know we could lock the cats out of the room, but they'll be clawing at the door like crazy, and they still got their claws, and I really don't want... If they do that, my dad would be fussing about the claws in the door and scratching the door and everything, because they're trying to get in. Dad would really be fussing about that. He'd be having a fit. So, this is the plan B. So, this way I can protect him in case they walk over him. You know, wanting to, as we call each other, see their daddy or their mommy. Yes, we don't have kids, so we have cat kids, okay? So, but yeah, I know they're going to be wanting to be on him and be close to him, because they'll be knowing that he's not feeling good. So, I figured let them be near him, just to protect him so he doesn't get, you know, hurt from it and everything. So, at home, since he's not going to be able to get up, well, he'll have to get up every couple of hours to at least take a few steps. But, he just laying, as opposed to him just laying in bed, because when he is laying in bed, I'm going to have him roll over at least once in a while, because that way he doesn't get bed sores or blood clots or anything like that. I worry about that. I have to find out more instructions from the doctor before I do any of this, of course. But definitely going to be doing the pillow on the chest, bungee cord a pillow to his chest so that protect him on that part. So hang on. Got something to say, but mouth's full. I think it's kind of funny. Ever since I mentioned a while ago that on the driving part, since he thinks he can do it, I'm going to let him do it. I'm going to stand by him and everything and let him do it. But be prepared for in case he's not able to. But ever since I said that, I've had the Tammy Wynette Stand By Your Man song stuck in my head. I think that's going to be my theme song through all this. Stand By Your Man. I'm going to have to download that song after a while, and because I got that stuck in my head now. So I don't know if you guys ever do that or not. I'd be in conversation with somebody and something will make me think of a song, and then I'll have that song stuck in my head all day long. I do that all the time. First time I've ever had the Stand By Your Man song stuck in my head, though. I think the last song I had stuck in my head was, what was it? Well, recently I had because of Matthew Perry dying, I had the Friends theme song stuck in my head. But it wasn't stuck in my head as much as it was when I used to work. There was one day I was at work, somebody said something, and I kid you not, I had the Friends theme song stuck in my head for 9 freaking hours while I was at work. Too long! The other day, I think it was the Queen... We Will Rock You song. We will rock you. I had that song stuck in my head. Pretty good song to have stuck in your head, though. But yeah, I'm all the time getting songs stuck in my head. Anywho, I better scoot. I gotta get back in there and get some other stuff done. But anyway, so yeah, his surgery's gonna be on the 27th, just after Thanksgiving. So, whew. Thanksgiving Day, he's got to be up here at dialysis at 5 a.m. Oh my God. Then we get home. After we get home, we have to start getting everything prepped for Thanksgiving dinner. I got a big old 23-pound turkey. I got the biggest turkey I could find. I mean, I literally looked for the biggest turkey I could find. So I want to see how many meals, how many recipes and how many meals I can get out of that dang turkey. So we got all kinds of other stuff to make too. Mom's gonna make some pie. She's gonna make a pumpkin pie and a apple crumb pie, and I think there's something else. Oh, I think a lemon pie. So I think that's it. And then I'm gonna make if things go as planned, I'm gonna making apple bread pudding, and excuse me, of course we got cranberry sauce. Actually, no, it's the whole cranberries. We have potatoes and gravy. Seems like there's a couple other things, but I don't remember. Oh, of course, my parents, like every year, they think they got to have the sweet potatoes. I don't think Mom puts the marshmallows on it like she used to. She puts, instead of putting the brown sugar in it like she used to, I think she puts honey in it, in the sweet potatoes. So they're sweet, but they're not syrupy, sappy sweet like they used to be. That's most of the time I can't handle eating sweet potatoes at most places. You know, anytime we go to a different family member's house, because they have the brown sugar in the sweet potatoes and they have all the marshmallows and everything. It is just too overload sweet. I get one bite and I'm done. Used to I could eat them, but these days, not only because of being diabetic now myself, but also just my taste buds have changed. I barely eat sweets. Well, of course I did just eat the Crunch and Munch because that's sweet. But until recently, I didn't have hardly any sweets at all for a long time. And if I did, it's just like little small little portions and everything, you know, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. No, not much at all. Maybe occasionally one cookie. If I even Oreos anymore. If I get Oreos, I have to bag up most of the Oreos into a Ziploc bag, as otherwise they'll go stale before I get them all ate. Because I usually only have 1 or 2 Oreos now, and I'm done. So, anywho, and if things go as planned, knock on vinyl, then we're planning on videotaping our Thanksgiving dinner. That's the plan. To get my parents to cooperate. Particularly Dad. Mom's already planning on hiding behind me, or trying to, because she doesn't want to be on video. But she'll be on video. So, if we do it. So, anywho, I'm going to scoot. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you soon. This next week's going to be a ride and a half. So, all right, catch you guys later. Bye.